just looking back at the time when I got married, I found myself being sad, shocked, and a lot of times in denial of my own responsibility. Um, so I had come to my mom and my dad, and I had shared with them that yes, we've wrestled. My boyfriend and I have fought. We've been physical with each other, and their response determined my response. I've come to them before getting married and shared with them the details of why he and I wrestled. I would say no to something, and we'd start getting verbal um, and loud, and um, then physical. And as a mother now, I just kind of ask myself, how can my daughter come to me, my son come to me and say that they're being um, physically hurt in the relationship that they're in, and not like the first thing I want to do is just tell him or her, whichever of my children, hey, leave that person alone. But now I would do everything to get them to understand that verbal abuse, emotional abuse, physical abuse is not a part of your story. It's not a part of your story. You don't have to endure anything. And what you're getting is a reflection of what you're going to be obligated to, what you're going to be married to, what you're going to be in a union with if you proceed and to relate with them and justify this and justify that and continue to date them, get married. And you have a choice, and make it real for them. Help them to really understand that there are marriages without that. Um, but then again, me being angry with my parents, with all the information that I shared with them, and still enduring it while I got married, that's me expecting them to be fully knowledgeable about something they may not have had. At first, I felt like they were just cowards. It's easier for me to just say that they're cowards. I remember continuing to go to them, continuing to call them when instances would erupt in my home. And to the point to where I felt like maybe they're tired of responding. Maybe they're tired of driving over. Maybe they're tired of having these long talks on the phone with both of us, hearing like what we should do moving forward. And after I exited that stage of calling on them and asking them to intervene, and I entered into, well, I just got to take care of it myself. This is what I'm experiencing. It's physical, and it's not always me. I'm not always the cause. Because in order for me to stay there, I had to do a lot of justifying. In order for me to enter into the marriage, I had to do a lot of dismissing. And so, past those stages, um, I became bitter toward them. I expected them to rescue me, but neither my parents nor siblings could. Who were the people that I shared what was going on? I expected them to rescue me from something that they felt like I was more equipped. Well, we recognize you as the stronger person. And then I just felt like, what made y'all? But I'm telling you, I need help. I'm telling you, I'm asking you, like literally, whenever he locks the door again and I can't get in, whenever he locks me out and I have to sleep outside again, can you be there in the middle of the night? And to still not have an answer for that, but more so, what are you doing? Which is not a bad answer, but it's not the answer that I wanted. I didn't want to be questioned. It was always responding to my questions with questions. um they would ask, like, how loud are you shouting? Like, what did you contribute? They wanted to hear from him. They wanted to know what where I was failing. And I would answer these. Little did I know that they needed to hear from him. They needed to hear where I was failing, in the places, because I was honest. Yes, I was talking on the phone when